Hey guys, we edit this. This is going to be challenging questions. Patients ask your amazing front desk team. All anyone has to see is this face, but I have my whole team. Hey guys, we edit this. This is going to be challenging question. Okay, so I'm here with my team. We are at the office. You can tell dentistry, you're crying on the inside, you're sweating on the outside. So we're having a team meeting to discuss challenging questions. People ask my awesome front desk. I have 4 to 5 team members here. I am ready to answer. Who wants to go first?
What is our guarantee for treatment? Like if a crown was to fall out, what is our office policy?
Great question. So patients come to you at the front desk,
Mhm.
person who makes the appointments and takes the money and thinks you're a good person to ask about dental treatment. Little nacho nuts on there, but you get these questions. So when they say, the question is, what is our guarantee on dental treatment or crown? So what if we already learned? Always gives your brain a chance to think, always makes you feel confident, always makes the patient feel almost the first 2 things you say are what?
Great question. A lot of patients ask.
That's a great question. A lot of people ask me that. Works for anything in life, with your friends, with your family, that's a great question. A lot of patients ask that. Then the next one is the way it works is. The way it works is crowns are a lot like cars. We use them every day. Now I'll go off script. When you have a word system, it's just like sentence after sentence after sentence. One of my business coaches was asked to be in the White House and give advice to the president. So that probably was pretty nerve-wracking, right? Little different than all on 4 treatment plan. The president of the US, and she said that she practiced her first 7 sentences that she was going to say over and over and over again. So when you have these sentences, that's a great question. A lot of patients ask me that. The way it works is, and now you're educating, and people trust people that they learn from. That's the thing I've read in a podcast. People trust people that they learn from. The way it works is, crowns are a lot like cars. We use them every day. So now you haven't answered any numbers yet. It's one now. This can go for many people. I could teach dentists, but if you're a front desk team member, you can share this. They say, what our dentists have shared with us, what our doctors have shared with us, is that it's normal for crowns to last anywhere between 3 to 9 years, 4 to 10 years. This is just giving her a lot like cars. So, Kate, would you say that most of your cars have lasted 3 to 10 years?
Yes.
So now people are understanding that. What happens if it doesn't last that long, they may ask. That's a great question. A lot of patients ask that. One of the reasons crowns don't last, or crowns need to be replaced or retired, don't say fail, is these reasons. One, gets a cavity. Sometimes, I just said this to the patient downstairs, like a rock in the forest, when you turn over a rock, there's bugs underneath. Crowns, bacteria and bugs can sneak underneath your crown and cause a cavity. Other reasons is the crown can break. A third reason is people eat all kinds of sticky stuff. I do, you do. And people eat things like Jolly Ranchers, chew gum, and the crown is glued onto your tooth with a fancy glue. It's called bonding or cement, fancy glue. And that can cause a crown to come out and need to be replaced. These are all normal wear and tear things, just like your car. Now, you guys, I'm going to just teach you in quick things so they kind of get on back to the operatory. Hopefully people hearing this, like the assistants or the associates I kind of don't really want, I definitely don't want you to get involved in a 12-minute discussion about crowns. I'm just educating you guys so you can feel confident. So just like cars have wear and tear and need their tires replaced, same things happens with crown. What we do here is offer you a protection plan. The protection plan is an opportunity for you to protect your investment in fill in the blank, in the crown, in the implant, in your denture, in your fillings. The way our protection plans works is, as long as you continue to come in for your regular hygiene visits, your normal cleaning visits, anything happens to that crown, Kate, in 6 years, like we just talked about, crown cavity breaks, comes out with sticky food, it will be replaced at no cost to you. It will replace at no cost to you. That is one of my sponsors, Dental Warranty for Dental Nachos, which I think is one of the best inventions ever. And they're totally a sponsor and totally awesome. And that is, I want us to call it a protection plan though, protection plan. Now, even Dental Warranty, I believe at the time of this recording that the work, if it's a filling, must be in for 90 days. So of course, we make good decisions. So if you came in, Kate, and your filling fell out in 30 days, we're going to make it right. Just say that, we're going to make it right. Why can't we always replace a filling that falls out in 30 days? Anyone want to guess why we can't always just replace it? Why say we're going to make it right is better than we're going to replace it? Because sometimes when the filling falls out, the rest of the tooth comes with it.
Mhm.
And there's now no opportunity for a new filling. So what I could share is, we're going to make it right is, hey, you know, Kate, you invested like $300 in that filling and like came out faster than we thought. What makes the most sense? It's like a hard hat for your tooth or an iPhone, like a case for your phone called a crown. And that's $1,800. And we're only going to charge you $1,500 because we're going to credit that. That's just a customized decision. How many times have you heard everything that matters needs a decision, and everything that matters needs a system, and everything matters? A lot.
Mhm.
And make the best decision in the moment. So people just want to be, all people want is to be confident and that you're taking care of them. Confident that you're taking care of them. Confident that you're taking care of them. So really great question. See how long that answer becomes? You don't have to say all those words. I'll give you guys this recording. I'm awesome front desk team member here, but we'll go around and say, I'll start with Kate. How did that reinforce? So Kate may have heard this many times, but I don't know if anyone has any small children living in their house. I do. One of them's 4. I got to say the same thing over and over and over again. So even though she's heard, put your shoes on, sometimes she thinks it's a friendly suggestion. And then other people walk out without shoes on. You just put them on. She thinks it. So I always say, I'm not repeating myself. I'm reinforcing it. What did I say so far, Kate, that reinforced something that would help you?
I think saying that we will make it right.
Yeah.
To the patient, I think that shows confidence, and I like that.
Yeah. And then you can always punt in football or pass in basketball to someone else. That sounds like a great question for our office manager. That sounds like, I'm actually just giving you guys a lot of training for the front desk team. It's really the question for the dentist to answer this, guys, not you, but I know you're talking about treatment plans. And the more we all talk the same, the better we sound. Crowns are like cars, use them every day. We eat 1,000 meals a year. Crown lasts for 7 years. That's 7,000 meals. How much wear and tear do you put on things? It's a good question. People should get that protection plan. The more wear and tear they put on things. I'll ask you, Gabby, if you had a $5,000 dental visit here, would you rather pay $5,600 and have it protected for 6 years,
Mhm.
or $5,000 and not have it protected? What would you pick?
Oh, the 5,600.
What would you pick? All right.
The one that's protected.
Same thing.
So you know why I always do this? I strive to do this as a leader. I'm get to give this awesome lecture coming up about finding, inspiring, and training your team members to create harmony. Harmony comes from everyone being on the same page. Harmony comes from people saying the same words. Harmony comes from, we talk about mission, vision, core values. Harmony comes about believing the same thing. It's really easy for you to offer this to patients because you believe in it. Like you would say, if I was in your shoes, that's what I would pick. But if you don't pick it, no big deal. We become overly dramatic about things that aren't dramatic. I mean, I don't know, it's just $600. It's not that big a deal. You know, sometimes people pay the extra 600 and they don't need it replaced. Other people don't. So it's what I'm sharing is, if we just, Carol Kibler, one of our management coaches, people don't argue with their own decisions. If you say to my daughter, do you want M&Ms? She might say, I don't like M&Ms. We say, oh, do you want M&Ms or a Kit Kat? You've got her. She's going to pick one. Oh, do you want to like protect this care from anything from happening for 6 years? Or would you prefer not to, with the understanding that if something happens, sometimes it's bad luck. That's really good. Bad luck. When someone says, how long does dental treatment last me? I say 3 things. Ask me how long an implant lasts, like one of our patients. Ask it meaner the way they ask. How long does an implant last, right?
Yeah.
That's a really great question. A lot of patients ask me that and wonder the same thing. The way it works is dental implants are a replacement for the tooth that you used to have. dental implants are one of the greatest inventions for any type of health, but especially chewing and smiling over the past few decades. What happens with dental implants is that your bone, in this really cool way, bonds or glues to the titanium dental implant. We then build you a new chewing part that has a screw and a white part. So you always explain to a 4-year-old. What can happen a small percentage of the time is that the screw could loosen, the white part could break, and in rare cases, something happens to the part in the bone where the bone debonds from there and needs to be replaced or removed. You asked me how long implants last, and I didn't answer that question directly. I educated you more about what happened with dental implants. Then I always want to answer people's question when they ask. It really bothers me when I ask someone how much something costs, and they never tell me how much it costs. They can definitely educate me first. I go to a personal trainer, I go, what's this going to cost? Like the way sometimes our patients ask me. It's cool if he says, what this does for you, Paul, is allow you to be a healthier dad. What this does for you is to feel stronger like when you're younger. What this does for you is allow you to play with your kids, and it's $50 a session, right? So then I want to answer your question. Studies show implants have a great track record of success working out well over 85% of the time. And there's many studies that can say 90%, 82% working out well over 85% of the time. If you have one of those scenarios that happens, we will work with you to make it right. One of the things our patients do, see, it all comes together, is they opt for the protection plan. So they know for 6 years, if anything happens, they'll get replaced. Dentists did a terrible job before we were all born of managing patients' expectations, because our patients thinks things last, like the Outkast song, forever, ever. And they don't. Because I want to tell you, tell me a time that you remember you've shown up with something you bought 6 years later and demanded a refund. I'll wait. Sneakers, car, phone. Because once you've used something for it's 6 years, right? It's like a lot of time. I don't really know what would be reasonable for a full refund. We do a lot of stuff on the office. I don't know if one of our contractors did this whole project and 6 years later, it wasn't going well. Maybe he'd say, Paul, we're going to enhance this. I did tell you the walls couldn't take these cabinets like I have over here. But since you're such a great customer, like we'll credit 20% of it to your next project. That's making the best decision in the moment. But they just want you to feel confident at that time. So part of us all being on the same page is saying the same language, making people feel normal for asking their meany questions. Like they ask a lot of mean questions, right? I don't know why they get so mad. They're supposed to be nice to us. They get mad at it. But I think it's because, I'll tell you why. If you did say to me, I'm not joking, and even me, I'm pretty relaxed guy. I mean, no one thinks I'm relaxed. I'm like a friendly tornado, but like I roll with the punches well. In my life, I've had a lot of things go sideways. Okay. I've had to deal with a lot of things that I couldn't fix. So you said, but even if you said to me, your mirror was like hit out there, I would be in a bad mood. Why? You know what one of the things is? It's the 2 E's. It's the unexpected expense, but more so the unexpected effort. So my mirror was torn off my car. I don't want to brag about how much money I have at this moment, but I can't afford it. Okay. I don't even know exactly what it costs. But I know it doesn't cost more than the car, right? That's right. So let's just say it's $800 for a new mirror. Not bragging. It doesn't change my life. It definitely changes my effort. I can go to the mirror place and this and that, right? So remember, some people, the unexpected effort is different than expense. So there's people who are coming here could freaking buy implants for the whole office. I know these people from growing up. It's not the money to them. It's the effort. So you just have to be, I always say E squared equals MC. Empathy and enthusiasm equals more connectivity. So the more empathetic and the more enthusiastic, I totally get that this is going to take a long time, but we've had patients, and here's the magic phrase, just like you. We've had patients just like you who aren't sure if they wanted to do this, just like you who aren't sure if it was worth the expense. And they're so glad that they did it. And they said these magical words after it was done. I wish I did this sooner. You guys only been in the dental field for a short time, but have you heard patients say in whatever passing, the Dr. Rob case is, I should have done this sooner. And that's what we talk about with coaching. Because when I talk about this find, inspire, train your team, we had a coach in 2010. We never had a coach before. I wish I had done that sooner. help us manage our team. So great question. What's my next question? That was it. The whole session was that?
Yeah.
Okay,
This was
good.
great.
What helps you with confidence and care? It's always I always talk about the C's. And it doesn't matter if it's dentistry, managing people, talking to your friends, have conversations that have to do with conflict. What's conflict? Someone doesn't want to be there. Someone doesn't want to pay for it. Okay. Many times it's both for people. If someone came to you and said, I'm so excited to be at the dentist, I can't wait to get to work done. Like, could you leave? Because you are not a stable person, right? So it's normal. Conversations with conflict have to be had with care, compassion, and confidence. Confidence is not letting them shake you. And people can shake you all the time. I get it. But you guys are lucky. You're the front desk team. The assistants are it's not even throwing you in the bus. They're passing. I'll call it pass the annoyance. Back there's a patient saying, why isn't my insurance cover more? They go, that's a front desk question. I just pass the instruments, right? So at some point when people really dig into guarantees on work, I'm just educating you guys. So hopefully you learn something, but I really want you to say, crowns are a lot like cars. They get wear and tear. This is a really good question. That's a really good phrase. This is a really good question for instant bank, and really use names as much as possible. Dr. Jeff, Dr. Paul. This is a really good question. So you tell the person to ask it when they get back there. And what confidence did you get out of this?
With how you're speaking to a patient, definitely like knowing what they're gonna expect that
Like a game of tennis with conversations.
Yeah.
You're going to get these over and over again.
Yeah.
And just be ready for your sentence structure. You guys should write it out. But all right, that's a great question. A lot of people ask me that. The way it works is, Gabby, how about you?
I think just having confidence, no one's gonna question what you're saying if you're confident.
Yeah. It's totally normal to feel that way. People ask us that all the time because no one really would know this otherwise. What I want to share with you is different than what I want to tell you. What I want to share with you is everything that we do has a beginning, middle, and end, right? The shoes that we buy, the phones that we use. So same thing with dental care. We use it every single day. When people say, how long does dental care last? How well was it done? We're trying to do the best job possible. How well was it done? How well is it taken care of? I know that you are going to take care of this, but all of us, put yourself on, sometimes miss a day of flossing, and then timing, which is sometimes is bad luck. So now, since I have a few extra minutes, let's have a fun help seat, not hot seat, help seat. Patient calls up. When you go down there, just says, hi, my friend, Dr. Nacho, I'm Dr. Nacho's friend. I saw in his Facebook group that I live in the area. I should come into this office. I just want to ask you a question. Do you take my insurance? Do you take my insurance? Gabby, what are you going to say?
Great question.
Good. That's a great question.
That's
But-
that.
Mhm.
And am I continuing?
Yeah,
The
way it works.
The way it works is we are currently out of network.
Before we get to that, that's okay, but let's help. See, Kate, you help. So that's a great question.
Oh,
A lot of patients ask that. The way it works is you're always educating first. People trust people they learn from. And just in 60 seconds, you can educate them. I don't want us to do anything that seems like we're being dishonest. So we are going to say, if going in network is really important to you, you can do that. But you might not even get to that part in the conversation. I mean, Kate does treatment plans with people and talks about that to pay. And this is what this is really important to listen to. Hey, now your dental care is $10,000. There's 3 ways to take care of that. There's 3 ways for you to pay for it. Now you're interested in one, you could pay before we start and save 5%. So instead of paying $10,000, you would pay $9,500. Don't talk anymore. Why? Because when people select that, you don't have to go over the other options. Oh, great. The other option is you can stretch out over treatment. You will not get the benefit of the pay in full discount, but we totally get it. So I have to stretch out over treatment. Third option is we have outside financing. So what I'm saying is you might not even need to get to that, Gabby. So
Yeah.
dental insurance works a lot like a coupon. Coupon that has what? You can help me.
Limitations.
Yeah, coupon that has limitations, just like blackout dates for airline miles or your sale at a favorite store. We're going to do the best job possible to maximize the benefit of your coupon. And I just thought us know, and if it's really important to you, we can find out exactly what your portion would be for your first hygiene visit. The hygiene visit, no one freak out on the Zoom. I'm just making this up. Your first hygiene visit is $376. We could find out for you what that covers. if that's important to you. Many people will just say, I'm going to come in and do it anyway. Other people, we can find out for them. So that's, what does my insurance cover? You're confident. And at some point you can say, if it's really important for you to go in network, we get it. There's patients like this. We might not be the best office for you.
I actually use a lot with the patients that are currently in treatment or doing the treatment cases. I tell them we're gonna do our best job possible to maximize the benefits of your dental insurance, of your coupon. Just so they know that we're gonna try helping them maximizing the benefit.
Many people don't do that for them. So we're just trying to help them. We're trying to be, people sometimes go to another dentist and the dentist retires and they come back to us. We don't have to be the best dentist on earth. We just be a friendly face. Now I want you guys to help me in this last few minutes. So right now, because I'm going to do this find, inspire, train, create team harmony. This is during the day. We're having a meeting during the day. Who's covering the front desk right now? Okay. Kind of nobody, right?
Yeah.
It's fine, right? But we've taken the time to train you guys because it's important for leaders to make the people around them feel comfortable and confident. Because it doesn't matter how much money you make per hour if you feel like you have a bad feeling in your stomach at your job. It doesn't matter how much money you make per hour if you go home and you want to cry inside or outside. So it's important. I really believe whether you run Dental Nachos, a dental office, or the parent organization, they fight a lot, that you have regular check-in meetings to talk about things that cause friction, right? These cause friction, these things. So these type of meetings, how do they help you feel better, Gabby, at the place you work? Like us taking 40 minutes, front desk isn't covered. Many freaking dentists would be freaking out right now, okay, right? Get down there and answer the phone. But we got it covered. We got an answering machine. We got people. World's still spinning. How does it help you feel more valued as a team member here?
Just appreciate the time to learn more. And again, give us more confidence when we're speaking with people.
Yeah, learn more. When I do a lot of these big cases with people, do you ever notice when people come with me, and I'm not, listen, I can't cook anything. I lose my AirPods when they're in ears. But do you ever see the experience of people coming back? They've never been at this office before. They come back and see me, and then they walk out to the front desk. How would you describe their emotional transformation after that? Or Dr. Rob, or any of them? Do they feel more calm, confident, less confused?
Yeah, they're more at ease.
How would you say, Kate?
Definitely more calm. And I don't know if satisfied is the right word, but I think they got some of their questions.
Yeah, less confused. It's another C word. So what your goal is to help your team, help your customers, your clients, your patients with that. That's what I say to people all the time. Hi, my name is Dr. Paul. Going to the dentist is not everyone's favorite place to be. So be proud of yourself for coming in here today. I have one question. What can I do to make you happier? And that's what we should be saying to our teams, because hopefully how does this make you feel valued as a team member?
Definitely makes me feel more comfortable, like being in the hot seat.
Yeah.
Patients, so just.
Yeah, the front desk in the hot seat. Assistants can run around and hide all day long. There's for assistants. They're paid. What's wrong with your patients yelling? I'm sorry, I'm getting extra lidocaine, right? But there's 18 boxes. We need a 19th box. So no one really appreciates or understands each other's jobs, because the front desk team is like that proverbial sitting duck for everything that's coming at you, right? You even have this weird dynamic of people standing over you, right? So it's even odder, right? This is how every front desk is set up. I mean, it would be weird if you were standing two next to the patient. Like, we're gonna look at this eye to eye, but like it's kind of a weird dynamic for you as a human being that people are looking down at you. Kate, how does it help you feel valued as a team member?
I think just more confidence and more knowing that we're all on the same page and knowing that we all use the same verbiage tips, that I can definitely say what Anaya said, what Gabby said, because we all use the same verbiage.
Yeah, true. The more people sound alike and talk alike, the better system they can run. And then Kate's like a classic situation of she's the manager of you guys. I'm the leader of the whole place. And everyone has to sit down together and talk about the games they played together. So that everybody feels like they're kind of rowing in the same boat, as some coaches have put it. So awesome. If anybody watching wants to reach out to us, they can reach out to me at paul@dentalnachos.com. They could call or text 215 call or text 267-896-1942. If you want to see how our awesome office runs, please reach out to us at Pennington Dental Center.